evening to all from Brussels. I'm Irini and I'm going to be the host of the prize ceremony 2021. I'm sure that we have with us teachers connected from all our eTwinning countries and are here to celebrate with us the winners of the eTwinning Prizes 2021. Another year that the conference and the prize ceremony are taking place online. Me in Brussels and you all around Europe and beyond. Many things have changed over the last year. We all developed new competencies, had to adjust in a really new reality. And you worked from school, you also had to work online with your students. You have to adjust and change many things over the year. But despite the new challenges, you organized projects, and here we are to celebrate the winning ones. So, I need your help tonight. Use the chat in YouTube that I know that you already do it, and you did it during the plenary session. And also the hashtag ETWConf21 in Twitter, and share your thoughts and send your congratulations to the winners. After all, we're an online community, and we know really well how to support each other. The prize ceremony this year is part of the annual conference on media literacy and disinformation that started a bit earlier with a plenary session and continues over the next 2 days for the registered participants. Tonight, we will see the prize winners of 2021, and we will award 2 kinds of prizes, the age category prizes and the special ones. We will connect with many countries around Europe and beyond to meet the protagonist teachers. They deserve a big applause for all their work and motivation, especially during this quite difficult last year. Tonight, we award individual teachers, but this recognition gives the opportunity to all the community to benefit and get new ideas, be inspired for all your projects and activities you organize in eTwinning. We will start with the age category prizes funded by the European Commission. We received 870 applications this year. These projects were evaluated by 3 juries: the National Support Organization one, the European jury, and finally, the Grand Jury composed of representatives from the European Commission and pedagogical experts. The evaluation focused on 5 main criteria: pedagogical innovation, curriculum integration, collaboration between the partner schools, use of technology, results, impact, and documentation. Tonight, although we already know their names, we will meet the protagonists, we will meet the winners, learn some more information about their projects, and, of course, celebrate. So, without further delay, let's officially open the prize ceremony 2021. We go now to our last age category, to the older students, 16 to 19 years old, and we will start with the runner-ups and a project about the radio. So listen to my radio, breaking news. What all this is about. Let's watch the video.
Proiektu honen bidez, gure ikasleek irratiaren magia sentitu dute eta hizkuntza eta teknologia erabiltzen ikasi dute irrati hiztun profesionalak balira bezala. 2 gai izan dira proiektuaren ardatza. Alde batetik, nerabeen irakurketa ohiturak eta zaletasunak. Bestetik, garapen jasangarrirako helburuak.
È un progetto incentrato sulla forza comunicativa della voce che arriva al pubblico attraverso la radio e soprattutto attraverso il podcast. Quindi i ragazzi si sono gradualmente avvicinati a questa forma di comunicazione, hanno studiato come produrli, quindi dal punto di vista tecnico e tecnologico, hanno cercato di capire quali fossero le caratteristiche di un podcast di qualità e poi si sono cimentati nella loro realizzazione, prima in gruppi nazionali e poi con i partner stranieri.
By means of this project, we learned to use the language and the technology as if we were professional radio speakers.
We also learned about sustainable development goals and we became aware of the 2030 agenda.
Hori izan da ikasketa nagusia, baina ez da bakarra izan. Berriak bilatu, laburtu, forma eman eta irratsaio kutsua emanez, ingelesez zabaldu egin dituzte. Bestalde, etorkizuneko gizartean arrakastaz mugitzeko hain beharrezkoak diren autonomia, ekimena eta talde lana benetan zer den ulertu dute.
I think the most interesting part of the project was collaborating with the young people from different countries. We learned a lot about technology, the topics of the 2030 agenda, and we discussed about what governments are doing in order to achieve them.
In my opinion, it was really interesting to know firsthand the policies that the governments of Finland, France, Germany and Turkey carry out according to the 2030 agenda.
And after this project, I personally wanted to carry some of these ideas out in my community.
Talde internazionaletan lan egiteak sormen eta ikaskuntza sustatu ditu. Sormena areagotu egiten da talde lanean aritzean, eta kasu honetan podcastetan antzematen da. Ikasleek indarrak batu zituzten eraginkortasuna eta produktibitatea handituz. Jardueraren bukaeran, ikasleen autoestimua nabarmen igo zen.
I think we improved a lot of different competencies. First of all, we had the opportunity to use English for real purposes. We learned to use a new application that turned out to be useful during distance learning, and we got to know other cultures and other ways of thinking and communicating.
Tramite la conoscenza di altre realtà scolastiche europee, di usi e di tradizioni, i ragazzi hanno avuto l'opportunità di venire in contatto con una grande diversità culturale. L'Europa è diventata qualcosa di concreto e il lavoro transnazionale che hanno fatto a gruppi ha dato loro la possibilità di toccare con mano quanto sia importante ragionare insieme su certe tematiche e trovare una lingua comune per superare le divergenze.
Cooperation with the students from other countries was the best part of the project. It was great to get in touch with the other European girls and boys, getting to know them a bit more and having to reach agreements in order to achieve the final goal.
Thanks to e-twinning, our class opened up to Europe and we have grown up in many ways.
So, let's welcome and congratulate our teachers from Finland, Germany, Italy, Spain and Turkey. And we also have with us Ms. Ulrike Storost from the European Commission, Directorate General for Education, Youth, Sport and Culture. Congratulations to all. Ms. Storost, the floor is yours.
Yes, thank you very much. So it's really my great honor to congratulate you very warmly on being the runner-up in the age category 16 to 19. I think I read in the project description actually that it was about making students feel the magic of radio. But actually, when looking at watching the video and reading also the project description and the outcomes, you made me feel the magic of your work with the students. It was amazing. There have been so many activities all along this project about radio. You visited even a radio studio and you introduced your students into the podcast production. And what really impressed me also was that you organized it in a way that the students of different schools and nationalities actually managed to debate and to find compromises, something that is not even always that easy here in the capital of Europe. So really very warmly my congratulations to all of you. Your project includes innovation, success, e-safety, multidisciplinary teams, critical thinking, so really a lot of dimensions covered. And I would actually like to ask you one topic one question about the topic you chose. So you actually had your students creating podcasts on the Sustainable Development Goals 2030. So why did you select this particular topic, and how did the students actually approach these goals? Thank you.
First of all, I want to thank on behalf of all the partners and for the kind introduction. We worked with transnational teams and both national teams as well. For transnational teams, our topic was Sustainable Development Goals, and we put all the goals on the forum, and our students choose the goals by themselves. The control was with them. We just guided them, and they choose whatever goals they wanted. And some of them chose climate change. Maybe some of them put their names on the Zero Hunger, and as it goes on. And actually, we wanted all our students to raise awareness about global issues. And I think it's really important for all the teenagers to be aware of what's happening around them. And I think we achieved this, although the coronavirus pandemic, because the transnational teams working was in the second term, but we were able to motivate them with our great partners all together. It was a bit difficult, but we managed it, and we, in the end, the outputs were really spectacular.
Thank you. Thank you all, and congratulations once again.
Thank you.
The Twinning Prize ceremony is coming to the end. I hope you all had the opportunity to get some ideas, to be inspired. Congratulations again to all our winners, but also to all Twiners. All Twiners, for your great work, for your great projects you organize for your students. I'm sure that next year we will award again all these amazing projects you are running actually this school year. And I would like to say, don't forget, prizes, national quality labels, European quality labels are nice. But what is more valuable in eTwinning is actually the great opportunity you offer to your students to meet, to share the European values, to collaborate, and create common outcomes with their European peers. I hope you all enjoyed the evening with us. I wish you a good night, and I hope you will have a really nice and fruitful time during the next 2 days for those who participate in the conference, in the annual conference. Good night to all.